schließen dürfen. Und dann schauen wir, dass wir auch etwas Zeit aufholen. Ich möchte Sie bitten, macht an Bord gemütlich. Position, fold up the tables in front of you and open the window shades.
Right now.
I think this is it was more easy.
Ah, really?
Should have made some place.
Hey everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Shauna and welcome to Shauna's World. Yay! No. So guys, I am back. I'm back in Germany and I've been back now for a little over 2 days now. And I don't know, for some reason, it's like when I come back, I'm always having to like adjust myself to being back in Germany. But luckily, we have nice weather. God only knows how long it's gonna last. But yeah, I miss Spain. I miss Marbella. I miss the people. I miss the culture. Everything, actually. Yeah, and about to head off to bed. Today was a really cool, crazy shopping day. We have a big festival here in my city. Oh, excuse me. And so we did that today and did a little bit of shopping. And yeah, in about 30 minutes, guys, it's going to be my birthday. I can't believe it. Be 53. Oh my gosh, 53. That sounds so old. 53. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so crazy. Yes. And the crazy thing is tomorrow I have to get up super early because my daughter has a tennis game. Oh guys, and look at my nails. My daughter did my nails today. That was my birthday present from her. She did such an amazing job. Wow. Can y'all see that? Look, and this one's a flower. Really cool, huh? Yeah, so I'm so excited. Yeah, she did a really good job. Took 3 hours though, but I mean the work is really detailed. She did like a spray, but oh, she did such a beautiful job. Wow. Very, very, very talented. I'm so proud of her. Wow. Can you see that with the designs? That's a flower, and she did like a little bit of ombre effect. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna head off to sleep. I'm not gonna party into my birthday because I'm super tired, and like I said, tomorrow morning I have to get up so early. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Wow, how did y'all get that pretty cake?
My friends.
Which friend? Oh, Dankeschön. I was about to say. Hey everybody. So today I celebrated my birthday. Yay! Yes, it was my birthday. I am now 53. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm 53. Yeah, it was a lovely day. Lovely weather. Went to a festival, a street festival. And then afterwards I had a lovely dinner. Yesterday I went shopping. It's just unfortunate that this one handbag that I bought broke already. Can you guys believe it? It broke. Yes, it broke. So I gotta worry about that tomorrow. I have to bring it back to the shop and hopefully they'll exchange it. It was on sale, so I don't know. And it was so funny because I was asking the employee there, I was like, why are you guys discontinuing the purse, because the purse was beautiful, but it broke. I put some things in there and all of a sudden it broke. Yes. So tomorrow I'm gonna bring it back and yeah, I don't know. I was contemplating about getting a new one, but my daughter was like, no, why would you want to get a new one if you knew that the other stuff, you know, that the bag had broken? So I don't know. Oh wow, I'm so relaxed now. I'm gonna go to bed. I am tired. It's 10 o'clock. No. What time is it? It's 10:30, 11. My daughters and I, we were just saying like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Last year you were in Paris looking at the tennis match in Roland Garros. Last year it was Alcaraz and Djokovic. This year it was Alcaraz and Zverev lost. I'm a huge Alcaraz fan, so if you guys know anything about tennis, yeah, I like Alcaraz and I like Sinner. I like Tiafoe. I used to like Tsitsipas, but I don't like him anymore. Yeah. Anywho, guys, I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm super tired. Wishing you all an amazing day. Hope you guys also had a nice day and the weather was perfect. So, anywho, good night, guys. Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this is my outfit for today. What do you guys think? I got this beautiful top for my birthday. This is from Zimmerman and it's 100% silk and it's colorful, and the belt is from Zara. And yeah, that's my outfit for today. Now, I don't know how cold it is outside. It looks pretty cold out there, so I don't know. We'll see if I'm gonna need a sweater to this. Okay, guys, we're talking middle of June almost. But that's typical in Germany. This weather is so crappy. Ugh. I say it is definitely time to eventually move over to Spain, where it's nice and warm and sunny. This weather's really depressing. It really is. And I notice the older that I get, the more I'm just like, oh, I need the sun in my life. I mean, it makes a big difference. I mean, for those who live in sunny places, it's probably no big deal. But just imagine if you living in an area, in a land, and you know the 4-year, the 4 seasons of the year, and if you're only getting just 2 of them, which is fall and winter most of the time, it's just like, oh, this is depressing, you know, especially, you know, in June. I'm a June baby. June babies always have sunny weather, and that's not always the case here. So yes, it is getting to me big time. But however, terrible. But overall, so do you like the top? I really like the top. Yeah, I haven't vlogged, not really, since my birthday. I don't know, I feel, yeah, it's getting to me. I don't know, being here is, yeah, I know this, it's definitely time to move on. And yeah, I mean, I love vlogging, but sometimes I have my days where I'm just like, ugh. And like I said, if the weather on top is like icky, it makes you feel even more so like, ugh, I have no desire. But yeah, however, I have to change my attitude and always try to think positive. I can't believe I'm 50 freaking 3. Oh my goodness, 53. And I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I really gotta lose weight. I mean, but on the other hand, I love eating. I took a picture the other day and I was looking at my arms, and my arms look like mega arms. Eee! So I've definitely got to get back into the fitness studio. I gotta start my mornings off. I gotta get up early in the morning. Lately, since I've been back, I've been going to bed quite late, so I gotta change that. I gotta start going to bed a little bit early. But I don't know, for some reason, I don't know how it is for you all, but I don't know, I just get like this, I gotta clean up at night. I don't know why, but I get the cleaning bug at night. I don't usually like to do it during the day, but at night, I feel like I'm more awake and alive at night and just have desire to clean. I don't know why, but I don't know, maybe it's an older person's thing, because I wasn't like that when I was younger. Yeah, so anywho, I'm gonna start the day off positive. I really like my outfit. I like this outfit, yes. And I got this top was gifted to me, and it was on sale for 300 euro. I know that's a lot, right? But it's 100% silk, and it's Zimmermann. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Zimmermann, but Zimmermann has these like romantic dresses, and yeah, just romantic theme. I mean, this just alone looks very summer. It almost looks a little bit Picasso-like. Anywho, guys, I'm gonna carry on my day, and yeah, bring my daughter to tennis. Maybe do a little bit of shopping around. Yesterday I ate a delicious salad, so I'm gonna hit the salad bar again because I gotta lose weight. But I'm back to eating my candy again. Which candy? This candy. I gotta stop it. This does not look like summer, does it? My daughter's training now. I'm cold. Look, guys, I got a jacket on out here. This is crazy. Going through this thing every single day. This is so crazy. Oh my goodness. Woo. I have so many trees in my street. Oh my goodness. And every morning, bird crap. Those bad birds. Good morning, everybody. Everybody, so here I am at the tennis court. It's the story of my life, basically. And yeah, my daughter's training, and Yeah, as you see, I still got a coat on, so the weather's not so warm, but it's not so cold either, so it's quite pleasant actually, so I can't complain as long as it's not raining and it's gray, because that is truly depressing, if you know what I mean. So anywho, I'm gonna enjoy watching some tennis. Hey everybody, what's going on? So today is Friday, yay! And as y'all see, I got a coat on and a little blazer jacket on. It is not summer out here, but I'm not gonna even go there. So I'm at a tennis game and watching my daughter play. And yeah, it's always like, I'm on pins and needles when I watch my daughter play. It's always so scary. But she's doing good, and I trust her game. And whew. I still can't believe it's like mid-June. Oh my goodness, but at least the weather changed. Take a look at Germany on the countryside. It's really beautiful here, right? Anywho, I miss the beach and the mountains. I like that more. Hey everybody, good evening. I'm back. I know I have not been doing so much vlogging today, or in general the last few days. I don't know, I've been quite quiet. Oh my goodness. I'm happy to be back. No, I'm happy to talk to you guys and share. Yeah, I'm not going to even begin to talk about the weather here. It's just terrible. The summer is absolutely like, it's cold. It feels like fall here. It's so crazy. However, yeah, this weekend, lots of tennis. Today, tennis. Yesterday, tennis. The whole week, tennis. And tomorrow, a break. Yes, so tomorrow we're gonna sleep in. I'm so excited about that. And oh my goodness, I got a mosquito bite. Can you guys see that? Mosquito bit me. I've never had a mosquito bite on my face. The whole time I'm like this, bop, bop. I know, it's crazy. Because you're not supposed to scratch mosquito bites, you know? Otherwise they leave a mark. I'm like, this little devil, he got me good. The mosquitoes are out. But believe it or not, they had a lot of flooding in Germany when I was away. I don't know if you guys heard of the town Heidelberg. But Heidelberg got flooded. I couldn't believe it. I thought, am I seeing properly? But yeah, the whole old town in Heidelberg was flooded. I was like so shocked. And also the area where we were yesterday, where my daughter was playing tennis, also had some flooding. So of course, if there's water around, the mosquitoes are attracted to the water. There were a lot of mosquitoes out, and they got me good. I mean, and like I said, they bit me on my face. I can't believe it, little devils. But however, yeah, this morning we got up really early, and yeah, my daughter had her little team game, and yeah, she did really good. She won. And no, I had talked about tennis parents before and how they can be, but some tennis parents can be brutal. And I don't want to generalize and say, but I must say, if because it's a girls' team, I notice like the girls, when their fathers are there, I don't know, for some reason they tend to always put the girls under pressure. And yeah, I saw it, I witnessed it yesterday. One little girl who, I think she's just so adorable, always smiling, and just a really good player. And the first time I saw her yesterday get out of character. And why did she get out of character? Because her father was there. Yes, her father. And at first I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I thought he was okay guy, nothing special. And then we were sitting there, and then his daughter was making mistakes. And then I heard him like, what kind of crap is that? And how could she make a mistake like that? And you know, and then I could tell that the daughter could sense that her father was disappointed in her because she was making mistakes. And so because of that, because you know, tennis is not just about, you know, good technique and good playing, but it's also very mental. So if you don't have the mental part together, you know, you can forget about tennis, because tennis is really mental, very mental. I mean, all the comments, the stares, you know, the head games people play, your opponent, their head games, you know, it's all mental. So I felt really sorry for this little girl, because she's so sweet, always smiling, and just always I just thought, oh, you are the happiest little girl I ever met. Every time I see you, you're just so sweet and smiling. And she's like, yeah, thank you. But this time she was not smiling, and I know it was because of the dad. Yes, yeah, he was making comments, and because of that, you could tell her game was just going down, you know. And her opponent was good, but she wasn't that good. You know, the girl whose father was making the comments, she plays a lot better. I mean, she's a really good player and very concentrated and a fighter, but a fighter with a smile. But this time, I mean, she was crying and she was just going through the whole emotions. And I just felt so sorry for her. So we're like there are 4 girls on the team, so we're 4 parents. And there was another mom with me, and so she started to talk to the girl's father and say, listen, you're not going to make it any better if you keep putting her down. And you know, and you know, of course your daughter senses that you're upset, so why don't you just walk away? You know, and I even gave the suggestion, listen, sometimes it's, you know, it's not just hard on the tennis players, but it's also hard for the parents, you know, to watch, because you know, okay, your child is good, and when they make these minor mistakes, you're thinking, oh, what happened? You know, the best is to, you know, I've learned to put my headphones on, walk away, you know, and just kind of zone out and keep a straight kind of positive. I try to, you know, stay out of it. I don't want to mix in and make my daughter feel uncomfortable and be like, oh, hey, what is wrong with you? You know, because it's enough pressure already, you know, and this is like a little pressure. It's so cute, but you know, you don't need the parents coming in with their drama, you know, on top. So I thought that was really good that the mother said something to the father. I mean, she obviously feels comfortable to confront him, so I thought it was good. Better her than me. But it was really painful to witness, you know, how he was messing with his daughter, you know, and just messing with her mind. And she, I mean, really, she was going through the emotions of crying, and a total different child. I was just like, oh my goodness, oh, parents. And then there's another little girl who's on our team, and her father, he's the same, but he's learned to walk away. But what I did notice, and I'm starting to notice now, and my instincts are pretty good, and I tell you, I'm quick when I notice that somebody's being somewhat, you know, passive aggressive with their statements, or you know, throw out these little remarks where you just have to side eye and be like, okay, what do you want to say with that? But however, my daughter was playing, and then the father from the other little girl, I noticed now he doesn't look at his child's games anymore. He kind of walks away and walks around, and from time to time he'll sit in and watch his daughter. But this time he wanted to hone in on my daughter, and so he was just like, you know, my daughter made a little mistake. No big deal, you know. No need to get excited. I mean, you're allowed to make mistakes, and you have to trust in your child that they'll find their way. They know their game. They know how to play, and then if they mess up or lose, and they learn from it, you know. But it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make sense for parents to get involved and give them looks, or, you know, to critique or criticize, whatever. So anyway, this one parent, he was just like, how could your daughter make that type of volley? I mean, if I was her, I would have done this, you know. How could she do it? I was like, it's okay. She's all right. She'll find her way, you know. It's okay. And yeah, and after that, she kept making point after point after point, and he had to be quiet. But the fact was that he honed in on it, you know, and I'm pointing this out. I'm saying this because it happened before. I noticed before that he did the same thing. It was like a few weeks ago, and my daughter, she had just started playing again. She was sick for a while because she had a terrible cold because of the weather here. And so I noticed he was like, yeah, I noticed that, you know, your daughter, this is the third time. Yes, it's the third time that he's coming to me and he's complaining and saying, yeah, I noticed with your child, she's doing this and this and that and this and that. And now I think it's starting to irritate me. Now I'm getting a little irritated because this is the third time. And here's the thing, I don't critique his child. I don't say anything about his child, you know. If anything, I go to her and I be like, oh, you played a good game. Oh, don't worry, you got it. You know, but I don't sit up there and complain to the parent about his child, you know. And so I notice he's starting to do that now. And his daughter is actually the team, my daughter's team, they're kind of ranked at, you know, the highest, you know, the highest level of points that they've earned or whatever. And so his daughter, the guy who was critiquing me, his daughter is actually #1 in our group. And then the other girl yesterday, whose daughter was critiquing her, she's #2. And then there's my daughter, and there's another little girl. And the one who has, you know, the guy who's coming to me and critiquing me about my daughter, it's so funny because my daughter beat his daughter 2 times, 2 times now at the game. And so you never know what people's, you know, he actually comes off as a really nice guy, but in the tennis world, I notice you never know what people's real intentions are. You don't know if they really wish your child the best. You know, everybody wants to put their child as #1. So of course they're coming in like this, and I don't know, maybe they don't even notice it. But I think I am going to have a talk with him and, you know, tell him, listen, I'm not interested in your comments anymore. And, you know, please don't come to me telling me how my child is playing. My child is good. She finds her game. And, you know, I just, you know, I don't want to have to go there, but I'm going to have to go there. I don't like to, but I have to. But unfortunately, you get these. And I notice that, you know, it's in the tennis world, you really do. I don't know if you guys have played tennis or if you have children who play tennis, but these tennis parents, they can be quite ruthless, you know. And the thing is, you got to be careful, because I had a similar issue like a few years ago with the same thing with a gentleman, and his daughter was playing against my daughter, and actually my daughter had beaten her twice. And then one day he wanted to come over and say, hey, you're gonna beat my daughter again, aren't you? Yeah, you're #1 here. You're really good. You know, and he was just talking to her and playing these head games, you know, and at first I was just like, why is he doing it? And it was right before my daughter was playing against his daughter. And what happened? She lost. And so since then, I'm really like, you know, keep these parents away, because, you know, a lot of people, they come and they smile in your face, but people are very competitive. The parents are very competitive in the tennis world, I notice. I mean, maybe it's like that in all sports. I mean, I'm sure it is. I mean, I don't have that much experience. I didn't play any sports really when I was a child. I was too lazy for that. But yeah, I'm definitely making an experience with parents and the mental games and the mind games that some of these people play. And if you're not careful, and if you don't guard your kid can get affected by that. So I'm gonna have to, you know, step up to dude and confront him, but in a nice way. I was given the advice that I should just be like, you know, when he starts his comments, to, you know, just be like, shh, you know, be quiet, we don't want to hear it. But no, I believe if you don't say nothing, you know, he could come over and then start to initiate his comments where, you know, and talk to your child when he didn't ask you, you know. It might come in a slick, sly way, and that's just not right. That's just not right, you know. I'm beginning to think people, I'm not beginning, I know, people they're weird. They get jealous. I don't know, it's so stupid, you know, because these are just kids. But yeah, there are parents out there, sometimes, you know, you can never blame the kids, because, you know, the kids, they pick up their habits from the parents. So yeah, that's been my experience that I want to share, and it's not nice because yeah, like I said, I think I am going to have to approach this gentleman, you know, do it in a nice, slick, sly way as he does with me, and just throw out the comment, look, you know, all our kids are out there, they're kicking butt, they're playing their best. I mean, these kids are training every day. I think their performance is very good, and none of the kids deserve to have that type of pressure, you know. Let them be kids still. It's bad enough that they training every day. I mean, I won't say bad enough, I don't want to make it sound hard, but it is hard, you know. These kids are sacrificing their free time to play, you know, to get to a good goal and to become good in tennis, because tennis, you got to practice every day, so you do sacrifice some time. So whatever pressure these other kids have from home, I just don't want it to you know, kind of rub off my child. But luckily she didn't even hear. She, you know, stayed focused and did her game, which I think is good. And that's the thing, you know, people sense when your kid is yeah, confident and got a strong mind. That's what you need in tennis. That's what's going to take you to the top, because a lot of kids, a lot of people don't make it because of the mental thing, not just because of the physical. I mean, that's also a part, but a lot of it is mental. And if you don't have that mental, like, you can't break me, whatever you say, you're not going to make it, you know. And yeah, some of these parents, I think they sense that my child is mentally strong. I mean, of course she has her moments and breakdown, but she's strong. She doesn't wear her emotions on her sleeve. And a lot of kids do. Like that little girl yesterday, she got totally out of character. You could tell. I mean, just really, like I said, she went out of character and her game was messing up. The moment her father went away, that's when she was back focused. But if she doesn't learn how to deal with her dad, or to somehow block him, she won't make it in tennis. And there's a lot of kids like that. They won't make it if you're gonna have to break through home first. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to break. If you can't break the base, then you're gonna have issues later. I so love how Serena Williams, Richard Williams did it with his kids. I mean, what he did was quite brutal, but it formed those kids. It made them mentally strong. What he did was, because I read the book. The book is good, guys. If you ever get a chance, read Richard King's book. It's a story. He's got some stories, and it's quite sad because that man's been fighting for a very long time. Had a lot of tragedies happen. Oh, my face is itching. Oh, it's itching. I just hope I don't start itching at night. Oh my gosh. If you know any home remedies, please let me know. I'm into itching. Put some cold. So much better. No, but I love how Richard King did it. Yeah, what he did was kind of mean, but yeah, basically he was preparing his kids for later. And actually, it's not a bad idea. You should start preparing your kids, you know, for what's to come. And so, yeah, maybe it's a good lesson for her, because she's always going to have people talking and trying to put her down. And yeah, you got to get mentally strong, you know. But what he did was he had paid some kids in the neighborhood to go and taunt his girls, Serena and Venus. They would go in there and call them ugly and boo at them, tell them they can't play tennis, I don't think the girls knew that the father had done that. But yeah, basically it made them mentally strong. It made them stay focused. Like, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna do me anyway, regardless of what you say. And yeah, I guess that's with anything in life, you know, you have to be mentally strong here. You gotta block out the naysayers, or, you know, people coming with their opinions. You gotta look ahead and just stay focused, and, you know, have over and over in your head, can do this, I can do this. You know, like I said, I think there's always lessons that we can learn each and every day, even from our own kids, even from experiences. We can learn something from that. So, you know, if you guys are going through something and you feel like, you know, somebody's trying to put you down, or you got to stay focused and believe in yourself, because that's what it's all about. Once you believe in yourself, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be like trying to hit through a brick. You know, it's not possible, you know. And I think we all can learn something and take something away from that. I had to learn that too. I also became very when people told me I couldn't do it, you know, when I used to tell them my little dreams or whatever, man, and they told me, how you gonna do that? I didn't let that put me down. If anything, it gave me even more motivation to say, let me show them what I can do. So I don't know, maybe my daughters also got that from me, a little bit of, I don't care. Maybe just that one time, you know, with that one parent, you know, where he was up there trying to talk to her and and she messed up. Maybe it was that one time, because the other day, yesterday she didn't even hear this guy, you know, with his comments. So I'm like, that's already a plus. She's already focused and doesn't hear. You know, it's so funny too, because you know, at some tennis games, you know, people want you to be quiet. But I'm thinking, okay, if your kid's gonna start playing professional, you better get them used to all that hollering and picture taking and you know, all the noise, you know, because that's what they're gonna have when they're in the profi world, you know. So yeah, I think it's a good lesson that one can learn. And now that I'm talking about it, I learned something from it too, you know. Don't let them see you sweat. I still want to talk. I still want to say something to that guy, because you know how that is. If you don't nip it in the bud, it could get a little bit out of hand, and I'm gonna have to put him in a place, but in a nice way, you know. Be like, you know, listen, I really appreciate. I know that you care and you want to see the girls do better, but I don't think it's appropriate right now. You know, just keep your comments to yourself. You know, thank you though, but no thank you. I don't need it. You know, when I see your daughter play, I would never go to her and be like, you know, you should have done this, and maybe you should try to focus on it. It's not right. You know, we have to trust our kids. We have to believe that they, you know, with all the learning they're doing, that they're going to eventually make their own path, you know. And I think that's the beauty of it. And maybe some of these parents, they don't trust their kids enough, you know. Or maybe they themselves want to live through their kids. I don't know. I just think it's not good. But my daughter's thankful. She's always like, Mom, thank you so much for not, you know, putting me under pressure and getting angry and giving me those looks. And, you know, even though sometimes it's also hard for me, sometimes I have to look away, and, you know, because I'm like, oh, it sucks if you see your child losing. But, you know, I put my music on and I try not to get too angry. It is what it is. Nobody's perfect, you know. But anywho, I'm gonna carry on. I'm doing my videos now, and guess what I'm watching? You guessed it, a tennis match. So anyway, I'm gonna say good night, and see you in the morning. everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Shauna. Do y'all believe this weather? Oh my goodness. I'm so over it. I'm over it. I'm really over it. This is just too much. Oh man. We have the middle of June here. This is so crazy, but this is typical here. That's why it's time to get I'm eating my candy. I don't care. I'm bad. Whatever. Oh my goodness, today I have to tell you guys what happened. I had opened up a bank account with Commerz Bank. So catch it. Commerz Bank. It's here in Germany. And I had opened it up online, and when I had got there, I needed to go to the bank so they can check my passport and make sure I am who I am. So when I got there, you know, the guy, he was anyway weird. The guy who I was dealing with. And so he was like, yeah, I need your registration form. Although online it didn't say that I needed that. So of course I had to go home. And he's like, yeah, I need an original form, which I thought that was a bit strange. I should have known something was up, because otherwise they would have stated on the website that, you know, when you go into the bank branch, to make sure that you have your passport. So yeah, anywho, so I was like, okay, all right, if I go home, you know, can I just, you know, come straight, you know, directly over to you, because I had already, you know, started it with you, and it would not make a lot of sense if I have to, you know, wait a long time, wait in the long line, which I'm glad I didn't. So I did all that. He's like, yeah, no problem. So I went home, got my thing, got back there, and then I waited. He was with another customer, so I walked over to him, and he was like, oh, sorry, we're not accepting any more Americans to open up a bank account. And I was like, excuse me? Yeah, I'm sorry, we don't do that anymore. And I'm like, hey, and I thought that was so weird. I was so upset, because I'm like, this jerk, why did he have me run all the way home, you know, for him to tell me that, you know? And then of course when I got home, I called the bank receptionist or the bank teller, and told them what had happened. And so they were like, no, that's not correct. Who was that person? And I didn't even get their name, but I know who they are. I know their face when I see it. So he was like, no, that's not correct at all. So yeah, this dude just discriminated against me. I don't know, maybe it wasn't discrimination, but maybe it was just like, well, he figured I had already anyway opened up a bank account. He's probably anyway not going to get any commission from it. I have no idea, but whatever, it was terrible. And then I had went onto Google because I wanted to find out this guy's name, because I wanted to report him, because that wasn't true at all. So what he had told me. So and then I realized, or when I was under Google, this bank had so many bad reviews. Oh my goodness, they had at least 100. So apparently this bank is just bad, at least at that location. But terrible. I was so, wow. I was in shock. I couldn't believe that. So, yeah, I'm gonna lock my door. Never know with people. I don't know, when people walk by, I locks my door. It happened to my mother one time. She was like, yeah, I was just sitting there minding my business, and luckily I had my doors locked, and this fool came over and tried to open up the door. So ever since she told me that, I locked my door. Yeah, so anywho, whatever. I don't know. I'm going to find out this guy's name, and I am going to report him, because God only knows how many other people he sent away telling that same statement. He should not be working at that bank. I mean, really. Commerz Bank. This happened to me. Commerz Bank. So, anywho, yeah, I wanted to share that experience. That's not so nice, is it? No. And look at this weather out here. It's terrible. Ugh, that on top. everybody, what's going on? So I just ate my salad and now I'm sitting here waiting for my daughter to come out. She's training, but in the meantime I wanted to talk about this video that I had just watched. It's from a YouTuber who I've been following for years. Her name is Tanya TKO. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but yeah, she's been on YouTube for like so long, at least 15 years. At least. I mean, when did I start following? I think I started following her back in 2006, 7, something like that. However, oh, it's so hot in here. I'm going to have to turn the car on. I'm not in my car now. I'm in a Benziner. Yeah, I'm in a Benziner. My car is in the shop. But however, so I got to put the AC on. But however, I was watching her video and she was talking about, I clicked on her video because she said that she felt scammed from an Airbnb host, and she explained the situation, said that she's about to go in for surgery, and she had rented a house in Chicago. I don't know anything about Chicago. I just heard it's bad there. And so she had already made the payment. I think she paid a little over $1,000 for a week. And yeah, basically when she arrived at the Airbnb, it was in an unsafe area. Nothing looked safe. She said that the house looked boarded up. And then when she met the person out front, the host, they wanted to have money for the property. And so, yeah, of course she declined and actually had to unfortunately check into a hotel. And so, of course, she's all concerned because she was like, yeah, I'm about to, go into surgery. And this is almost a day ago. I just opened up the video. So she was all concerned because she was like, I'm about to go in for surgery and I don't have any place to stay, or I can't find a place. I don't know where to stay. She was there with her father because of the surgery that she was about to go into. It's a really important surgery, and therefore she needed to have somebody who would take care of her after she woke up. So of course her dad was there to assist her, and so her dad is a bit older, and so she wanted help from her YouTube friends, if they could find a place for her or recommend something where she could stay that's safe, that where she can her and her father can basically use the kitchen amenities, and so yeah, it was a bit heartbreaking, her situation, because here she is thinking she had booked something and thought, okay, everything looks safe. It looked good on the photos from Airbnb, and apparently Airbnb is supposed to be really strict with checking out the locations before the person rented out or stays there. So they have apparently some checklists what the renters have to go through, and apparently yeah, a lot of things were overlooked, or it was just a straight up scam. So yeah, it was quite shocking to hear, and I felt her pain because she was even at the end crying, and right now she wanted the YouTubers to help her find something, and also to write Airbnb, stating, hey, how come you don't refund this person's money back, Tanya TKO, whatever her full name is, I'm not sure. And so she wanted us to write them and then also put in a complaint at the Airbnb host. And so, I was reading the comments, and a lot of people said they would participate. She even received money and stuff, and actually I also wanted to help. And then I went on the Airbnb what do you call it, the Airbnb listing for this place where she wanted to stay. And I actually only saw one negative report, although the people in the comments said that they had written, had given this host a bad recommendation and reported it. So it was really shocking to see that it's still there. And then looking at the pictures, it looked absolutely gorgeous. And the picture, she also showed the pictures what it actually looked like in actuality. So it was a bit shocking to see. And then I thought about it, and then I was thinking, man, I believe her story. I don't think she would lie about something like that. But I was thinking, on the other hand, what if I'm destroying somebody? If I were to give a negative comment, I have no insight. I'm just going by her side. I know there's always two sides to the story. And I don't know, I just feel a little bit weary because, it's so easy to destroy somebody's reputation, and especially if you don't hear the other side, and today, YouTubers or influencers in general, they have so much power. Just by saying, hey, can you do this? And then, there's people, they'll go do it. Heck, I was about to do it, but then I thought about it, and I was like, man, I can't do that because I don't know the other side of the story. That's stupid. Normally I would listen and be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna help out. But what made me question if it's really accurate, because nobody else reported. I didn't see that this Airbnb host was reported. There was just one negative comment, which was a negative comment that she had mentioned before. So I don't know. I want to help, but I don't know. Today you really got to take care. You really have to take care because there's always two sides to the story. And like I said, a lot of YouTubers influence. They have a lot of influence, and they could make you convince you to do perhaps the wrong thing. It could be another. There's always two sides to the story. I feel bad because I know this YouTuber forever, and I had donated some money to this YouTuber because like a few years ago, I would say 6 or 7 years ago, this person was living out of their car and broadcasting out of their car. They had a business, and then everything just flopped. And so I felt really bad for her because, she was sitting there, living out of her car, and now she gained enough money and donations that she was able to start all over again. And I believe that, these things do happen. You just never know. But on the other hand, I saw a lot of, this person is scamming, so you got to watch out. So I don't know. It's so, you can only go by what people tell you on camera. You don't know if it's really real, And the fact that, that some people had already put out videos like, take care, this person might not be legit, this might be a scam, then I feel weary, yeah, one definitely has to take care. And I know how these companies can be. I've made my experience also with Airbnb. I rented this one place in Marbella, and actually the outside part didn't look, it was okay, but I definitely wouldn't rent from them again. I just didn't like the area. Just wasn't my area. But the place inside was nice and clean, and it was neat, and it was easy. It was very accessible. And everything was locked away, so there was double security, but the area outside didn't look so nice. So that's, it's a gamble when you get stuff over Airbnb. It makes me a little bit weird because on the pictures they can make places look nice. Heck, there's a lot of places that are catfish, just like people, catfish. But I don't know. I feel bad because I would like to help this person, but I have to be skeptical. When it comes to ruin another person's reputation, especially if you haven't heard the other side, I don't think that's correct. And I think it's a beautiful thing that one can go to the internet and that you gain friends or people who support you. You know, it has its pros and cons. It's advantages and disadvantages. I think that disadvantages, like I said, some people abuse that power or that access to people, and you know, and if it's not in the right hands, you know, one can make that you can ruin somebody else just because somebody else says, hey, I made this bad experience, hey, get this person, you know, get them, go get them. That's how I felt. I don't know. I don't know if that's correct, honestly. I mean, on the other hand, if it were me, I would also want somebody to believe me, but I don't know, maybe I would have gone about it differently. I don't know if I would go and say, hey, everybody write this place. I know one voice is more powerful. I mean, many voices is more powerful than one voice. But like I said, if you don't know the other side, if you don't know the situation, that can be like, yeah, scary, you know. It's just why we have court systems, you know. That's why you go to court, you know, to prove your point, you know. Yeah, that's a deep one. But however, I didn't do anything. And also with this YouTuber, I made the experience because I've been hot and cold with this YouTuber. I like her. And sometimes her information or some of her videos are really good. But I remember one time, yeah, that's a perfect example. I remember one time she had collaborated with this one YouTuber and somehow they had a misunderstanding. And so, you know, she was pretty irate and started accusing him of this and that and just, you know, just really bad mouthing him. And I listened to the other YouTuber, and for me, he sounded a lot more sincere. I had to question if this YouTuber, or the one that I've been watching forever, was legit with her accusations. So I was so mad because of the way she was acting. It felt like a bully thing, you know. It felt like, yeah, it's the same type of situation, you know. I made this bad experience with this YouTuber. He's a bad guy. Don't deal with him, you know. And you always got to question people if they're so quick to badmouth and put somebody else down. You got to question, okay, are they legit? You know, and like I said, there's always two sides to the story. And at the end, I actually wound up unfollowing her because I really felt that she was unfair, unprofessional. And to me, the guy, I felt bad for him. I felt really bad for him. And I've seen how this YouTuber could be. So yeah, okay, I guess I've answered my own question and made my own experience. You know, people can definitely put on acts. You know, she was crying and, you know, doing all that. I think in a situation like that, you have to go to a lawyer, you know, go about it the legal way. If Airbnb is being weird, obviously they made their experiences, and yeah, I don't know, but I came this close, and then I stopped myself. I said, wait a second, I can't do that because it, you know, maybe it's, you know, maybe this person did something else. Maybe this, you never know. You just never know. Just be careful, guys. I almost fell into the trap. And I want to help people. I got a big heart, but I have to also take precaution. I know people are bad and they misuse their strength or their power, you know, especially if they got power over people. Oh my goodness, speaking of power, I saw this really good documentation on Netflix, guys. If you get a chance, check it out. It just, what's the name of it? It's called Hitler and the Nazis. Oh my goodness, guys, y'all have to check it out. This was the best documentation I've ever seen about Hitler. It just went so into details and it felt so surreal, and the way they broke it down and explained it, it just shows you this is exactly what I'm talking about. This person came into power. He was a big dreamer, knew how to talk to people, and was able to convince people. I mean, imagine, he convinced the whole nation, not all the nation, that these certain people were bad. Though that's a perfect example. Perfect example. That's why you have to be careful. You really have to be careful. There's always two sides to the story. Perfect example. They talked about how Hitler came to his rising and how he came about. He came in as a savior, basically. He saw that Germany was doing bad, and especially after the First World War. And so he came in like, listen, I want Germany to be, number one again. I want it to be up there. He came in, and then he started to discriminate against the Jewish people and saying, how bad they were, and to try to boycott them. This is what I'm talking about. This is, oh my gosh, perfect example. Guys, if you get a chance, check out the doco. I wanted to binge watch. I could have kept watching. I was becoming so hyped by just watching it. It's so good. It's really good, guys. Yeah. Perfect example. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking. You really have to be careful, guys. You got to listen to both sides. I'm sorry. I have to say I can't go in there and just be like, oh, this person made a bad experience, so I'm gonna go after them. No, that's dangerous. It's a big danger in that. There's a big danger. And yeah, just watching that movie or documentation yesterday, or series, it's a perfect example. Same type of scenario, same thing, maybe a little different, of course, but basically that's what Hitler did. He went in there and spewed out a whole bunch of propaganda, and yeah, had people angry. It's unbelievable, and people believed him. And then it got to the point that it was out of hand. There was no turning back. So even if you weren't, in agreement with him, you had no other choice. You had to follow his rules. Otherwise, it's off with your, what. Check it out. It's called Hitler and the Nazis. And yeah, it's really good. Okay, I'm going to go now. I got a call coming in, so I'll talk to you guys, or I'll hit you guys up later. Hey everybody, what's going on? So here I'm watching my daughter play tennis, and oh my gosh, I feel like I'm so always I feel like I'm so into the game more than her. Absolutely crazy. She's playing really good. Look, we got nice weather, can you believe it? Everybody, so this is really a typical German club. It's cute, isn't it? Nobody's here today. I'm really shocked because today Germany's playing. No, Germany's not playing. England against Denmark. They're playing today, so yeah, I guess when Germany's playing, then of course, then everybody's looking at that big TV in the background.